Hey guys, Rexasaur here, and welcome back to World of Tanks, where today I'm going to be reviewing the Tiger P, the Tier 7 German heavy tank, which in its tech tree is alongside the Tiger tank down here, and contends rather well with it, I feel. The Tiger P contends with other tanks such as the AMX M445, the T29, which in my opinion is the best Tier 7 heavy, the Black Prince, which is in my opinion the second best heavy, and the IS-1 and 2, the IS and the KV-3, the IS from the Russians and the IS-2 from the Chinese. Now the IS-2 is now the only heavy tank I haven't tried, so whatever. But here we go. Let's look at some stats for the Tiger P. It has 1450 hit points, which is the second most. The most being the Tiger 1, which has 1500. It weighs a lot, and considering its engine power, it doesn't go very fast, about 35 kilometers per hour top speed. You can sort of see that it's a very slow tank. However, it is very armored compared to the Tiger, having 200 hull armor. However, this isn't entirely true. 200 is this strip here and this strip here. The underglacius is still very weak, and the driver's hatch here is still really weak, and the gunner's hatch is really weak still. Also, there are quite a few weak points which I will go through after going through the stats. Traverse speed is 22 on the actual tank and 23 on the turret. You do not turn very fast, but it's not too much of a hassle. I haven't found it being too bad personally. View range is 380, which is pretty okay, and the signal range is 710. Now the gun is exactly the same as the Tiger gun. It is the L71, 203 pen, 240 damage. It's the 88mm. With a rate of fire of just about 7, which is a good 8-second reload, 8 or 7-second reload, I think. It's not incredible. With gun rammer, obviously because I've bought the VK now. This is in my my non-grinding tanks. But this is a Tiger P. Now let's look at the research quickly. Research is really nice because you do not need the top turret to get the top gun. So if, like me, you had the Tiger first, which is really annoying because you need the turret to get the gun, you just put the top gun on it without getting the top turret. You do need the top turret, however, because the top turret has got amazing extra nothing by the looks of stuff, except for the health and 10 extra view range, and it weighs a lot more. But it does have extra stuff. I'm pretty sure the top turret is useful. I mean, it gives you a whole 100 extra hit points. Also, the mantlet here is really strong. Like, this whole bit here is really strong. It's like a whole layer of spaced armor that you can see here, and then it's angled slightly behind it. So it's really hard to get through the turret of this thing. Right, weak points of this tank. Here, on the front. The cupola is a massive weak point. It's huge and can be hit by anything. And then anything side, rear, everything here will be penned very easily. It's 80 all around on these sides, but it feels like, you know, anything can pen 80 at this point. Underglacius is a kind of weak point. I would still go for the cupola more than anything, though. You cannot hide the cupola. It is very, very, very hard to hide the cupola. And if you really can't hit the cupola, then just go for these slightly weak sides here. These bits here count as hit points, and yeah, it's not the best. There are 5 crew members, which follows on from the what came before the VK, I think. I'm pretty sure I had exactly the same amount of crew. Yeah, 5. And then the VKA has 5 crew members, and the VKB has 5 crew members. So it's very nice to have the same crew members going on, which means that my crew members are doing pretty well right now. If I look at my VK crew, oh, they're not in my crew, they're in my lover right now. They're kind of reaching towards the 79% on their second skill, which is really nice. But yeah, so I've been keeping them. Now, I've only got one replay for the Tiger P, sadly, because I just haven't really had that many good games in the Tiger P. It's not that I haven't had good games, it's more like I haven't had a lot of extremely good games. It's been very hard to use this tank, in my opinion. In my opinion, the Tiger P is weaker than the Tiger 1. And that is because it is slower, it has less rate of fire compared to the Tiger 1's 88mm, and it's just generally not very armoured. Like, it's 200 at the front, but it's only like these 2 points. You can get penned really easily and killed really easily, and it's really annoying to see that happen. But that's the Tiger P, really. Slow and kind of... It's a good tank, but it's not that good. And in my opinion, there are so many better tier 7 heavies. I mean, the T29 is by far the best. I would still rate this better than the IS. I wouldn't rate this better than the KV3. I think the KV3 is much better than the IS and this. But this tank is better than the IS, and I don't know. I think I would rate this on par with the AMX M445. Although the AMX M445 is also just as good. It's probably even better, actually. I don't know. Personally, I don't think this tank was really... I don't know. This tank was fun, but it wasn't that fun. Like, there is better. There is a lot better down there. There is a lot worse, but there's a lot better. And that's what I'm going to say my final verdict on the tank itself is. I would still say that it's not too bad of a grind. It's actually quite a fun grind, but it's just, you know, it could be so much better. So, right, I'm just going to show you the replay, and then I'll go through my final verdict. Okay, so here we are. We are top tier. This is where I believe the Tiger P excels. I'm platooned with Daimyo and Raven from my clan, and yeah, so the Tiger P excels at top tier. It does. There's no denying that. The Tiger P will never be beaten at top tier. However, it's when you get to mid tier, when you become when it's tier 8s and tier 6s in the game, it can sort of struggle. When it's tier 9s, it is a rubbish tank. It is really crap, because the Tiger P's gun is unable to pen most things from the front that are tier 8 and even tier 9, especially tier 9. It will have to do flanking, and it's too slow. As you can see by the speed, we're not going further faster than 30. It's really slow. It is just really slow. You can be able, and if you're able to angle properly with this thing, you'll be able to bounce shots. You'll be able to really have, you know, do a lot of damage, but it's really hard. Also, because you're so weak on the sides, things with dirt guns like KV2s, as you can see up front, can really hurt you. Now, this battle was done on Rhm.Borsig. Rhm.Borsig, by far, right now, is my favourite map. I'm going to shoot through the, what's it called, that thing? The truck, there we go, to, I'll remove it from the game, so that I don't get killed. Raven and Daimyo are going to look at this flank, and I see a Tog, and I'm going to go, hey Tog. I'm going to be doing dueling with the Tog for the rest of the battle. Well, for most of it anyway. Bounce the first shell, put a shot through. I do 240 average, so that wasn't that very low roll, but it was low enough. If we look at my turret, he shot me in the mantlet, no pen. I'm just going to be waiting around for him. Got another shot to him, another low roll. Just slowly going higher though. As you can see, the reload isn't too bad. It's quite fast. I think it's about 6 or 7 actually. Once again, he bounced, went through my mantlet again, completely bounced. Tog not really aiming in the best of places, and he's lost quite a bit. There's a Tiger 1 around the side, which, like I said, is better than the Tiger P. I'm trying to pop around very slowly, try and get the feel, try and make sure that, you know, he's not popping forward. Just waiting for the Tog. Daimyo and Raven seem to be doing pretty well. I missed that shot. Gonna back off. There's Raven. Don't know what he's doing. Actually, that's Daimyo, not Raven. Not entirely sure what's going on, what he's doing. There comes the Tog again. Another shot from the mantlet. A bit higher now. Down there, both Raven and Daimyo losing a bit of health. Oh, that was Raven. But they've got all the heavies going. I've only got a Tog and a Tiger P, so and a Tiger, so it's not going too badly. There's this Tiger. Now I completely just like panicked as I shot him. Another shot. He actually shoots me mantlet again. Like everyone's going for mantlet. There's actually a shot that went through on my angled thing. It's not doing a lot of damage. I do another bit of damage to Tiger 1. As you can see, I can reliably pen anything that comes across me. Now Daimyo and Raven right now, they're not doing too well. They're kind of going, what are you doing? Why aren't you with us? It's like I'm kind of holding a whole flank here by myself. Put a shot to the side. Daimyo's losing, lost quite a lot of health. I'm going to turn myself around and I'm going to start doing a lot of damage. And down here, guys. There's a Hellcat here. He's not popping around very fast, so I'm just going to make sure no one's coming around the corner, and I'm going to aim and get the Hellcat. Gonna push forwards, try and get the Q150. Lucky shot into the cupola, managed to get it. KV2, showing my angle front so he does the least amount of damage. He does. I put another shot into the Q150. He bounces on my trap. KV2 tries to fire at me and manages, takes out my gun and my turret. I decide to repair my gun, I believe. I put a shot into the side of the KV2 turret. Since our team is flanking around. There's another KV2 just there. I've repaired my gun now. Put another shot into the KV2. They have a very long reload. My reload is pretty fast. If I was in a Tiger 1, it would be even faster. That's what you have to keep reminding yourself. It's like, if I was in a Tiger 1, I'd be doing shots much faster. And a Tiger 1 doesn't have that much more, you know, that much more HP around. I completely fluffed that shot up, trying to get a very quick shot into the KV2. Put a shot into the Tiger. He puts a shot into me as well. He has a much faster reload, I know this. So he's going to shoot me and bounce. And then I'm going to shoot him. He's on 1 HP. Kind of annoying. I'd say, Raven, please get this shot. Bounces on me. Raven kills him. There goes the Tog. Turn around. As you can see, the Traverse isn't amazing either. It's actually pretty weak. And Raven finishes off the A44. So now let's go see the results and the final verdict of this tank. So this is the final verdict. We got ourselves a nice little Mastery Badge, high caliber, doing a lot of damage to several different tanks, as well as that Tog, allowing us to get almost 4,000 damage in this game, and a nice little 13,000 base XP. 13,000 base XP. I wish it was 13,000 base XP, that'd be great. Getting a lot of shots fired of 24, of which 18 hit and all 18 penetrates, doing so much damage, blocking about 1,100 with our armor, doing overall really well, getting a nice XP in total. So the Tiger P for me is an incredibly slow tank. It's a slow tank to play, slow tank to grind, but still pretty fun. Once you know the basics, I think for me, the first 20,000 XP you get with a fully upgraded tank is the hardest. After that, you learn that your tank is not a heavy, it's not an IS, it's not a KV3, and it's definitely not a T29. It's not one of those rush up the first. It's more of a support heavy. It's more like a medium tank in the fact that you're in the second line there supporting your friends, supporting your allies with quite a fast firing gun, which can accurately and reliably penetrate almost anything that is even tier 8s, but it does struggle after that. At tier 9 and several tier 8s, it does struggle to pen that, and you will feel that when playing through the tank. So that's my final verdict of the Tiger P. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you next time.